What even is production value? If you're new to fandom core, there's going to be some like whole concepts that you might want to know. Most notably, I really only have a couple of goals here, and it's for one, to bring my crack ships to you, and also just to bring this fandom community that nobody ever really talks about together, maybe. Particularly the NoTP crowd, like me. If you are a person, an American person of a certain age, born past a certain time, I'm sure you've heard of Boy Meets World. So the first crack ship that we're going to look at is Jarek. Now, if you don't remember those characters, that's okay. I'm here to refresh your memory. Eric in the Jarek formula, the older brother, Corey Matthews' older brother. You know what I'm talking about. The Ange in that equation, Angela Moore. Now, if you don't remember her, don't panic. It's okay. I hardly remembered her when I started getting into these fics, okay? Don't judge me. It definitely had much more to do with the fact that she came in like way later in the story. I mean, they're freaking barely toddlers when they started the story, right? And then by the time they end, they're like college students. Being a 90s baby back then and having less faces that look similar to mine on the screen, I'm not gonna lie, like, she was a cool character. Like, she was broody, moody, black. Although, I definitely do wish that there were certain other things that they did with her character, and that's where fanfiction comes in. Am I right? You'll never believe what I stumbled across this, and I didn't know I needed. Please tell me if anybody's watching at all. Please tell me if you have started with one couple, one OTP, one story, what the hell ever, and then there's a glimpse or a breadcrumb of something else, or a different type of pairing, and all of a sudden you're like, whoa, but what would that look like bigger? And then all of a sudden you're reading an OTP that you would never have, so just let me know. One of the things, this is kind of new, I know nobody knows me. Nobody knows. What I want to do is with these unconventional pairings, these new TPs, crack ships, if you will. Growing up, they were very, very hard to come by. I feel very fortunate that getting older, I guess more people have been more open to certain types of stories and characters and pairings and what have you. It's been very difficult to come across a lot of certain stories, especially when you're looking for a very unpopular type of pairing in these fandoms. It was a complete accident. Like I said, I stumbled across it, okay? And it's called Where You Least Expect It. Yeah, no kidding. Fanfic is so niche anyway, so if nothing else, I'm putting some light on some pretty good author. You read a fanfic sometimes and it's like, why are they not in the writer's room? What is going on here? One of the main purposes is to share an excerpt to get you excited about crack ships, to get me more excited about crack ships, and then if there's any other, here's the thing, is that if it's out there, I will find it. So you tell me what you want to hear, what you want to see. I'll make it happen, okay? Anyhow, Angela, he closed his eyes. Yes, she whispered. I think Eric shuddered involuntarily as she closed the space between them. Perhaps he should have put on some more clothes this morning. I think we need to talk about last night before we do anything else. That would be the smart thing to do. Angela couldn't seem to stop herself. However, she stood on her toes and kissed him, smiling at the way his stubble tickled her cheek. Moving her hand to the back of his head, she The rational voice in Eric's head knew he should put a stop to this, knew they really needed to talk. But there was only so much temptation a man can take. Memories from last night were racing back. He ran his fingers along her ribcage, wanting to see if she really was as ticklish as he remembered last night. His knees almost buckled when she squirmed, pressing him into the counter. Eric trailed kisses along her jaw, down the side of her neck, wherever he could reach. He wrapped his arms around Angela, lifting her off the ground to bring them closer. For Angela, it seemed her feet leaving the ground was the wake-up call she needed. Eric, wait, she panted between kisses. You were right. She groaned both with pleasure and frustration when he bit her bottom lip. We need to talk. So, again, that was Eric Matthews and Angela Moore. Yeah, I know. I would have never looked that up on my own, but I got an inkling from one. It's like the trail of lights, you know, like during Christmas time. Get on one thing and follow. This is all brand new for me, and like I featured the one story this time. I have read hours, so many hours of so many talented authors and stories of things people probably had never even thought of. One person, myself, whoever sees this, tell me what your fandoms are. I want to know your OTPs, because I'll tell you right now, I'm a Star Trek girly. High School Musical. Okay, that's coming. You'll never guess. I mean, you might, so far, if there's a theme, you could probably guess. That's not the point. The point is that I am hoping to connect with other people who are into this weird stuff. Build a community, you know? Like I said, it's pretty niche stuff. Eventually, you know, I do want to do like 2 stories in one. Everyone's lights already gone out. What even is production value? Either way, I love talking about fan fiction. It's gotten me through the toughest times in my life, and I can guarantee you that I'm gonna be talking about some crack ships. Subscribe if you like it. Support the college fund, you know what I'm saying? And if not, hopefully I'll just see you in the next one.